So shall we start, sir?
Yes.
Yes. Good morning, one and all. Today is the last day of our faculty development program on recent trends in electrical engineering, 9th to 13 August 2020. Uh, Today our chief guest, Dr. R. Rajasekaran, sir, Department of ECE, IPSC Coordinator, SNS College of Technology, Coimbatore. He handled our topic is Introduction to Design Thinking. First of all, our assistant professor, Mr. A. Balasubramanian, introduce our chief guest. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. It's my privilege to introduce a resource person for the FPB today's session and the topic of Introduction to Design Thinking. Dr. R. Rajasekaran was born in India in 1982. He got BE degree in Electrical and Electronics Engineering from IFET College of Engineering, Viluppuram, Tamil Nadu, India. He completed his master degree in Electrical Drives and Embedded Control from Anna University. He completed his doctorate of philosophy in electrical engineering from Anna University, Chennai, in the year 2018. He has 15 years of teaching and research experience in different organizations as an assistant professor, associate professor. Currently, he is working as an IQAC coordinator in SNS College of Technology, Coimbatore. His area of specialization is power electronics applications to renewable energy. He is a member of Indian Society of Technical and senior member in International Society of Research and Development, ISRD, reviewer in Elsewhere, ITES, Journal of Power Electronics, International Journal of Electrical Engineering, International Journal of Engineering, member in National Institute of Rural Development, that is NIRD, and Indian Association of Energy Management Professionals. He has published more than 25 papers in various international journals. Recently, he has presented a paper in Young Youth Scientist Conference organized by DST at Kolkata. Thank you, sir. With this, I hand over the session to our resource person, Dr. Rajasekaran. Please hand over the session, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Balasubramanian. Thank you for your introduction. Nice introduction. So once again, I welcome you all for this introduction to design thinking faculty development program. So hope you all enjoyed the last 4 days. Now I will start the session. The design thinking. If you is my screen is visible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Your screen is visible, sir.
Thank you. The design thinking, the name itself, we could understand the meaning. So our thinking, it is beyond our normal solutions for giving for our problems. So we have to think, we have to give the solutions for our problems in a different manners. So that is the design thinking. So why we at present scenario, why we need to learn or study about the design thinking? In earlier days, the people who are the inventors or researchers are the manufacturers of our required products. They are thinking only on their product development. So they are not thinking about the user friendly, whether the product it is user friendly or whether the product is required for our people. They are not thinking about that. They have developed a product and they send to the market. The people they are using that one. While using that product, they might have facing a lot of issues or problems or like the statement, they might have given the statement like this feature can be implemented and this problem it might be sorted out during the manufacturing the product. So this kind of the issues could be avoided using the design thinking of problem solving ability. In previous days, they are thinking only on about their product. So now the design thinking based product, it will become the user friendly and user centric approach. So it is mainly we focused, the design thinking, it is focused on the user friendly or user centric process. So normally some of the faculty members are here, they when you are asking what kind of the strategy you are using or what kind of the plan you are having in your academic schedule, they might have say that we are always looking the student centric process. We are looking only for the student centric process. So our motto is, as a faculty member, our motto is to educate the students in a better way. So entire process of our thinking is only based on the student centric process. Similar to that, if you are having any problem, the problem it might be happened in the individual or any industry or any sectors, we might have think to solve the problem as a user centric process, user centric thing. Then only we could have able to give the best solution to them, right? So the another 1 hour we are going to see what is design thinking, what are all the stages behind that. Hello, am I audible?
Sir, you are audible, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
I have received some voices behind that. I request everyone, please mute yourself. Okay. Okay. What is design thinking? So you can see this picture. This picture, someone is drawing something on the board. We have the electricity, we have the flight structure, we have the computer. So what we could understand from this picture, when we are during our night time, when we are our sleeping time, we may get some dream on our mind. That dream it may like unimaginable dream, right? We may get some unimaginable dreams like we are buying an aircraft, we are going tour with some leading professionals or leading personalities. We can have a coffee with some actors or some political leaders like that. So that thing, that dreams, it may come true in the future. That depends on our growth, right? So that dreams, it might be recorded on your screen. That might be recorded on your board. That might be recorded on your screen. That might be recorded on your what is that? Any recording platforms. So that dream, it might be become true in the future. That we don't know whether it will comes to end or whether it will comes to true in that future or not. Right? But our duty is to record everything in the right platform. So from this, we have to track our progress. We have to track our progress. So 10 years before, what we were, and after 10 years, what now we are. So we have to think the progress of these past 10 years, and each by stage, we have to analyze. So the for analyzing, we have so many tools in the design thinking concept. So basically, all are saying that we have 5 stages of design thinking process, where the number of stages is depends on what kind of the problem we are taking, what kind of the industry they are implementing the design thinking concept. So that number of stages and the analyzing method we are taking from the people and sectors. Fine. Okay. The simple pictorial representation of the design thinking. So when we want to grow up a tree, first we will plant a seed. That seed, after 10 or 15 days, it will comes to your plant. That plant, it's on overall a period, the plant it will become a tree. So in this tree, in this picture, we have the 5 stages. So similar to that, in design thinking concept, we have 5 different stages to giving the solution for our user problem. Fine. Uh, simply we can understand that before design thinking and after design thinking. Before design thinking, making people want things. Making people want things. I have developed a product. That product, it may be sold to someone. That product may be used by someone. So while you facing some problems already I told, right? So this is the before design thinking, like online marketing and digital advertising, etc. After design thinking, making things people want. So we are developing the product based on the people requirement. We are developing the product based on the people. What is that? Features. What are the features the people are asking, and what are the we are developing the product. What are the based on the issues which is people. So before we develop the product or before we giving the solution to any problem, it's not only to develop the product. It is problem centric. It is when we are giving any solution to any problem, we have to think in their customer shoes. We have to think that problem in their customer shoes. So then only we could understand. So normally in roadsides, when we are looking someone is doing any work, we could not understand the pain and we could not understand the workload. We could not understand the work benefit of that particular job in while sitting on our shoes, while sitting on our place. When we go there, when we go and do their job with the help of our mind or our human bodies, then only we could be able to understand the problems and we could be able to understand their feelings, emotions from that. Okay. So we have to give the solution from the customer point of view, from the customer point of view or customer shoes, right? So that is the main concept of design thinking. Right? So designing digital services and products, that is the example of that. So Steve Jobs, everybody knows that he is the co-founder of Apple. He said that design is not just what it looks like and feel like. Design is how it works. The people, sometimes the product, it may look like very good. Like for example, if you are buying a water filter, know that everyone knows that water filter. The water filter, when we are looking at water filter, the shape and color, the design, it's amazing. It's look like a very good one. But when we are using that one, we may face face some issues, or we may get some issues on that one. Like the purity of the water, it may be less, and the color of the it is mainly the water filter. It gives the purity of water, so the purity it may be less, and sometimes it will give some what is that smell? The water smell, it may be changed. So we have to get the design. It is not just what it looks. It doesn't matter. Then the design is how it works. The outcome and the output of the work or design is what. So that is the design thinking. So once we decided to give the best solution to the problem, we have to analyze the problem in their from their emotions and feelings, right? So that is the design thinking concept. Now you could see that simple example. In earlier cars, some of the cars now they have implemented the push button based start and startup engine, right? In earlier days, conventional systems, we have the key options, and using that key, we have to ignite that. The ignition time, it may be taken like 5 or 6 seconds. Sometime it may go around 10 seconds like that. So during that ignition time, the emission of the emissions of the toxic gases or something, it may be increased. So how to reduce that one? How to reduce that one? So when they are during the empathy part, design thinking concept, we can have reduce this emission of gases like fuels, like using the start and stop buttons. So this is the best example for design thinking concept. And another one example, everyone of you like iPhone, right? Before Apple iPhone, uh, uh, the hearing of the songs and listening of the music, it is the one of most of the people, it is like a passion of them. Like while traveling the buses or trains, they usually they hear the songs, and when they feel the bored, then they start to hear the songs. Before iPhone, right? They have used the iPad, Apple iPad. Usually, we call it as Apple iPad. That iPad, it is look like a small matchbox like. It's when we add the earphone and insert the earphone and hearing songs like that. Then the Apple is doing the empathy part, while doing the empathy in the sense while getting the features or while getting the issues, while getting the upgradations what the people needed from that iPad. So they have collected the various problems from the customers. They say we have the Apple iPhone and we have the Apple iPad. Why we need a separate individual devices to hear the songs and making the call? So the Apple decided to implement or interface that both of that iTunes and iPhones in a single device. So now we can eliminate our uh, eliminate the iTunes and iPad. Simply we can, if we have the iPhone, Apple iPhone, then we can have the iTunes in inbuilt, and that then we can hear the songs. So this is the way we have connect or we have uh, think as a user-centric process. Okay. Why design thinking? If we only remember the three things, we easily we could understand the design thinking concepts. Step into your customer shoes. So already said, when we found a problem, as an individual or corporate or any industries, when we found a problem, we have to go there in their customer place. We have to go in their customer place. We have to go in their customer shoes, in their customer. We have to get the emotions and the needs what the customers are expecting to solve that problem. So once we collected the emotions and needs, then we can give the best and better solution, and the after product, uh, we can give the after product for their problems. The second one is that don't fall in love with your first idea. When we found a problem, we could see a lot of problem. I mean that and the kitchen equipments, the development of the kitchen equipments. When we make a chutney, in earlier days we are using that amikal mark or use பண்ணிட்டு இருந்தோம். Then it is very quite difficult to, every time we could not make easily. So they go for the mixing. So every engineering product, every individual product, it is created or developed by someone based on by the individual field or someone else, based on the individual emotions or requirement or attitudes and or someone. So don't fall in love with your first idea. When we facing the problem, when you are getting the problem, immediately our mind it gives some solution for that problem. And The design thinking, it says, don't stuck on that first idea. You conduct some brainstorming sessions like how to solve this problem, how to get the ideas from this problem, how to solve this problem in a how to fulfill all the requirement of the problem by solving the simple thing. That's the important part. So don't stuck with your first idea. So you just conduct the brainstorming sessions. You go the field visit. You go and get a lot of ideas, and you collect more ideas, tons and tons of ideas, and equalize it. After that, you evaluate the quality of the idea based on the requirement and problem which you have collected from the customers. That's the second thing. The third thing, get the customer feedback as soon as possible. So once you developing the product to fulfill their customer needs, you get the feedback from the customer. That's the testing product. So now everyone knows that Russia claimed we have found the medicine for corona. Without just getting the customer needs and without getting the test result, they could not release the medicines to all. They have to get the feedback. They have to get the what is that? Solvation of that issues of that COVID-19, right? So once we receive the feedback, based on the feedback, we can fine tune, we can alterate, we can change or modify our product according to the feedback received from the customer. So that's the third thing. Okay. Okay. So now everyone could see that machine. This is the MRI machine, right? The leading industries is the manufacturing. The leading industries is GE, General Electric. I would like to tell you a story. One of the hospital, a 5 years girl, a 5 years old girl, he met an injury and doctor suggested to take on MRI scan. Everyone knows that MRI scan, when we are entering into that machine, intolerable noise. Exactly, we could say it is the intolerable noise. When the girl is getting inside the MRI machine, she can't able to cooperate with the doctors to take the scan because she's shouting always that ரொம்ப பயமா இருக்கு அப்படின்ற மாதிரியான ஒரு ஃபீல் கேர்ள். So the doctors are almost 10 hours, 12 hours they are spending their time to take the MRI scan. Finally they failed. Then they same thing they were said to that MRI machine manufacturing industry, that General Electric company. So we are trying to take the machines. Is it possible to take the scan by reducing the sound or something? Any other possible solution to take that scan without by reducing the noise in that MRI scan? Then General Electric, they are thinking on that. We could not reduce the sound. It is 100% we need the sound. They have empathizing this problem with the customer, with the children. So the customer, it is mainly the children. Right? When we are grown-up persons, we could not able to provide and easily we can take it, especially from the child. When they are empathizing this problem with the child are saying that that machine, it is look like it's a very big machine. It's giving much noise and sound. We could not stay there. We are getting more afraid on that. So we can. Then the General Electric, it is think to remodify that machine structure. Remodify the machine structure, and with the help of that doctors and the same hospital, They are remodifying that scanning room structures based on the design thinking concept. So now I will show you that remodified structure. So you could see that it is look like it's a play area. Right? It's a play area and uh, kids play area. Kids like area. This one is Dora Buji, Mr. Bean. It's like when the children is enter into that machine, they feel like it is not a mission, it's a play area. In that play area, they are giving some noises or sounds. This concept is derived from the design thinking concept. So this is the way we try to give the solution for our problem. Right? Okay. So now we move on to that definition of design thinking. Earlier I told that design thinking is a user-centric process. So always we give the solution from the user point of view. And actually the design thinking is less about thinking and more about doing. You don't think to give the solution to your problem by yourself, by own. By doing the many things, you try to give the solution to that particular problem. And used for solving problems and find desirable solutions for customers. Earlier I told that we have to give the solution to our customer by solving problems. And the final thing is we have to keep in our mind the user is a heart of the design process. You don't think about your industry, you don't think about your industry people or researchers or inventors or innovators. The first main and foremost thing, first main foremost person to give the solution is give the solution for a problem is users. So the user, they must be satisfied from the solution given by your solvers, problem solvers. Right? So this is the definition of design thinking. There are 5 stages in the design thinking concept, namely empathize, called as empathy, define, ideate, and test. Empathize in the sense, I think someone is noisy. Right. You able to hear me? Hello? Hello? Some noise is coming, I think. Sir, there. You have the 5 different stages in the design thinking: empathy, define, ideate, prototype, and testing. Empathy part. First, we have to collect the problems from the people. Problems from the people. That's empathy. The define part is we have to list out all the problems, all the points which we have collected from the customer or the problem givers. We have to list out all the problems. So from that problem, we have to generate n number of ideas. That n number of ideas, it may be taken or it may be derived from the problem, or derived from the brainstorming sessions which we have conducted from the many peoples. That n number of ideas, problems, finally it is fine-tuned and select only one idea to make a prototype model. That prototype model, it may be, once you create the prototype model, that model it may be for testing in customer place. That's the important. The testing part is very important. Test your product. You have to test your prototype model in customer side, not in your lab or not in your industry or not in your developed premises. You don't test your product in your premises. You have to test your product in customer place. That's the important part. Okay. The empathy. First stage is building empathy. Empathy is the centerpiece of the human-centered design process. So while facing a problem, the user what they are saying that அவங்க என்னெல்லாம் சொல்றாங்க, what they are thinking and what they are doing, presently doing for the problem, feel that problem from that problem. So these are the contents we have collected from the user. Not only that particular user, you can collect the entire details from the that particular problem facing people. We have to collect the information in person. We have to collect the problems or points from the people through survey or like. Once you collected their feelings, like physical or emotional needs and what actually saying there about the problem, you can compare the things with your current solutions for that problem. If you compare with the problems, you might have get some additional points added with that one. So that points are to be listed for defined. Okay. Now see the example for empathy. What are the companies are left out for doing the empathy and they got failed in the market? The first, the Kodak camera, everyone knows that in earlier 30 years back, we don't have the digital camera. The Kodak, it was number one company for giving freeze our life using the photographs. In that Kodak camera, now it is failure in their product because they are not conducting collecting any feedback from the end users. 30 years back, when we took a photos that using the Kodak film roll camera, if we are taking the photos in that zoom ins, once if you took 50 photographs, while developing that 50 photographs, it might give only 20 photographs. It looks like what we are expecting during that take. Another 30, difference of animal paras. There is some. So again, we cannot go there and take the reshoot. But nowadays, we can have the memory capacity in that phone, I mean the camera itself, DSLR camera itself. We could take n number of photos in there. Immediately we could see that photos are clear or not. If it is not clear, immediately we can take one more snap or one more. Many number of snaps are there. So this is what the other camera like Canon, right? Canon, they have done the empathy part on the end users. So finally, modifying their, they found the digital transport market. Similar to that Nokia. Once upon a time, the Nokia, they were leading industries. They are leading mobile selling industries. Now it is led by some other companies only because of that. They are not collecting the points from the Okay, they are not a user centric. They have not done the user centric process. So that's why Nokia failed in their market.
ரெண்டாயிரத்தி
That
பதினெட்டு எம்பிகா பர்ஃபியூஸ் ஒயிட்
now I'm missing some. I request everyone to mute, please. Okay. Thank you. Nagarjuna. Similar to that ambassador car, it's a very sophisticated car. So upon it, and ambassador is a very sophisticated luxurious car because they are not conducting in a right way. What the people are expecting to uh, travel in that. So they fail to give the people what they are expecting. So only they fail. They all four industries are failed because of not done the empathy from their end user. These are the companies are leading compared to the previous slide. The Canon leads the Kotak, MI it leads the Nokia and other companies also, and Jio leads that Aircel. Now every one of us having the Jio SIM. While starting the marketing the Jio SIM, they offer the 1 year, 1.5 year free internet connectivity, unlimited internet connectivity. So every one of free internet connectivity data. So every one of us we bought a Bio SIM and Jio SIM and we using it. So now they have earlier stage they have invested huge crores money and that networking. So now they are recollecting it by charging or recharging. So this way the Jio empathizing the part what the people they want, similar to that Maruti Suzuki and Swiggy and Oyo. The Oyo it is best example for that. That Agarwal, he was developed invented the Oyo app. He was developed the Oyo app from his own experience. Yes. So once he went to that, I think Calcutta or Mumbai, he went there and he is looking to stay at affordable price hotel, but he could not able to find even a single hotel with affordable price easily. But they have in Mumbai. They have more number of hotels, affordable hotels, but he could not able to find out easily. So once you step down into that city, he could not able to find where it is located. How can we go there? How can we book? Whether the rooms are there or not? The rooms are. He doesn't know anything about that hotel current situations or past situations. So when we are looking on that net, he could not able to get the right informations about that hotels. So he immediately clicked on his mind and he developed a OYO app that budgeted hotel. OYO it gives the budgeted hotel at reasonable prices. That's the important part. The budgeted hotel at reasonable price. So that's why the OYO is on the market. Yes, the Kingfisher Airlines on the back also because of the Kingfisher they failed. Actually, they failed. The government-based industries, but it is failed actually. Failed because lack of dedications, misbehaviors, unnecessary burning of fuels. What is that unnecessary burning of fuels? Uh, you compare with the Indigo, they have more number of flights, they have more number of connecting flights, and they have the and most of the Kingfisher flights are Boeing 767, 367, I think so, right? If only the 10 people or 20 people or passengers are booked in that Kingfisher, they could not refuse uh, the for what is that flying. They have to carry the people for burning the more number of fuels to reach their destinations. But in other airlines, uh, they have the uh, flying structure and the type of aircraft and like this than the people. For example, for Chennai to Coimbatore, if you compare the Chennai to Coimbatore per day, around 50 to 100 passengers. So the other airlines, they have the very small aircraft to accommodate that only 50 to 100 passengers at a time. So this way, we can reduce the fuel and we can reduce the running cost. We can reduce the operational cost. We can reduce the salary of the pilot or airlines officers. This way, they fail to get the points from the users. That's why they got failed. Okay, let's come to that subject, right? So now I hope everyone could understand what is empathy. We have to collect the points for a problem from the customer side. That's the empathy. So the design thinking process. Everybody want to give best solution to the people. If it is a non-linear process, then only we can give the best solution. Because once you collected the points from the empathy, that empathy points helps to define the problem. Based on the empathy points which we have collected from the customers, so that helps to define the problems. Which helps to define the problem. So from that problem, we are going to ideate it. What are the solutions we have? What are the solutions we have? So based on that solution, we are developing a prototype. That prototype model, which fulfill facing by the customer or the problems which you have taken from the customer. If it is not solved, then you have to redefine the ideal process. That is the third stage. It is repeated. It is non-linear process. Right? Learn from prototypes to spark new ideas. From the prototype model, we can get some fine-tune ideas or to best ideas to reshape or redesign our ideal product. So once you redefine it, then goes for the testing process. If it is success in the testing process, then it goes for the manufacturing. Or else, again, we have to analyze the defined part. The test reveals insights that redefine the problem. Again, we have to redefine the problem. Redefine idea, prototype, and testing. It goes on. Once the product is getting ready with the fulfillment of all the problems, all the points which you have received from the customer, then that product, it is the successful product and it is ready to manufacture or distributing to customers. So this is only, I said, this is the non-linear process. Okay. The DT is divergent and convergent thinking. What is the divergent and convergent thinking? So while you compare with the previous slide, I told that if the solution is not to fulfill all the problems or quantifying the problem, then we have to redefine the prototype model, ideate, and we have to redefine the prototype based on the ideate, and we have to test that product. So this is the divergent and convergent thinking is, once you collected the empathy part, while collecting the empathy part, your diversions, it is look like the broad way. That is the divergent. It is the broad way. You are collecting n number of points from the customers, more number of points from the customers. Even if that point is not valid, or even that point is not suitable for us, you need not to omit or reject it. You have to collect all the points, like a dustbin. You collect all the points and put it in that stage. It is the diverse. So from that collected point, again you converge it. What is that converge it? You pick the points from that collected a number of points or problems. You pick the particular points. So that stage is called as the converge stage or convergence. So again you have to diverge from that particular points which you have taken or selected, that you have to diverge your minds to identify the best ideas or solution for that particular problem. So that idea is maybe get it from the user, get it from yourself, or get it from the people who are working for your industry centers. So again you have diverged to identify the product ideas. Okay, again once you fixed that, collected that ideas part, again you go for prototype and testing part. In that prototype part, you particularly fix or stick onto that particular ideas. Again you converge to that for testing part. Okay, once you testing part is over, that solution, whether the solution is given for the particular problem or not. Okay, once you given, it is next stage it go for the manufacturer, or else again you ideate or reprocess the redefine the problem, and you go for another prototype model. It is look like a iteration process. And during the electrical engineers, you might have known that in power systems we have the iteration process, right? So we have to change the data and we have to test if which data is suitable for that particular problem. So that is the iteration process. This is also one of the iteration process. So based on the divergence and convergence, empathy pattern industry problem. Okay. The next one is the define. Put in the problem statement based on the 4 W's: what, where, and why. Who யாரு பண்றாங்க, and what என்ன, where எங்க, and why ஏன். எதுக்காக பண்ணணும், ஏன் பண்ணணும், எங்க பண்ணணும், யாருக்காக பண்ணணும். This one. So from this 4W, we have to list it out, or we have to define the problems which we have collected from the customer or end user. The ideate process. Let it go. We have to list it out all the ideate process in the boards or table. Once you fulfills all the points, definitely the single solution, it won't be give the single product or single ideate, it won't be give the solution for all the points or problems, but the combination of 2 or 3 ideas, it may be giving the solution for that. So you have to group that ideas, ideate part, which you have listed or developed by your team. So that ideas are grouped and developed in a single prototype model or single idea. Then you can develop your prototype model based on your idea, and you can develop the prototype model. Finally, go for the testing process. Testing process could be made at the end user side, not in your product manufacturing services. It should be done in the end user stage. Okay. Okay. What is the what is the startup process? See, everyone knows that during this pandemic situation, COVID-19 situation, so everyone of us knows that the economy of our country it goes down. The economy of our individual person goes down. So we are struggling to standing in our own leg. So most of the people they are looking for a business nowadays. I think it is true. Most of the people are looking how can we start our own business? How can we start our own startup process? How can we earn money from our own startup? The startup process, if you have that idea to get the startup, then this design thinking will help to go in a right way to start your business. Yes. The startup process already told ideate for the problems, concept, the prototype, then business model, and you can develop the companies. During the ideate process, it is தமிழ்ல சொல்ற மாதிரி இந்த இடியாப்பத்தை உடச்சு போட்டு எப்படி இருக்குமோ அந்த மாதிரி we could not find the starting point of the thread. That's the ideate stage. So once you develop from the idea to concept, go from the idea to concept, then the thread it may be somewhat we could see that starting point, right? But we cannot take it out. Next, the prototype model, it is somewhat reducing that burden. Next, the business model. So how to market your product based on the business model thing. So finally, you can start your company. Okay, how can we start the company? What is the source of money? How can we start the company? The government, they are offering so many schemes to develop the startup. Okay. The angel investors differ from seed money. Okay. Nowadays, some people are having the money, but they don't have the idea how to start up the business, and they don't have idea technology development behind the problem or product. So we have to identify the people who are ready to invest based on your product. We find the that's called as the angel investors. We could find the people who are ready to invest against your area. You develop பண்ணிட்டீங்க நான் market பண்ணணும், but you don't have money. You have to find out the people who are ready to invest for your idea. That people are ready to give the money, so they are asking some percentage of in your business. Okay, you can sign the MOU and you can start your business. This is one of the way to start your business. And another way is our MHRD, the Ministry of Human Resource Development, Government of India. They are giving a lot of opportunities to start up based on your product. Technology business incubators for all colleges are eligible to apply the NITI Prayas. That is ready to give the money, but only thing is most of the people are thinking that we are applying many proposals, but people could not get any money or sanction money and all things. But the government is looking only for the standardization of the proposals, the product, whether the product is necessity at the situations, necessity for the particular people, community, particular community or people, like the fishermen's, agricultural, etc. So if it is a worthy product, then they are going to give the to start our own business. I would like to say about our institution. We have implemented design thinking curriculum and syllabus from this year onwards. And our institution, it was started in the year 2002. Now it is an autonomous institution. We have the NAC A plus and NB accredited. This year onwards, we are implementing design thinking curriculum and syllabus, and we proudly say that the first institution, Indian institution, is implementing the design thinking curriculum. And you might have the questions like how can we implement the design thinking in our curriculum? Sir, as an electrical engineer or civil engineer or automobile engineer, how can we implement the design thinking curriculum? So, say electrical engineer nowadays, the electrical engineer, they are calling the person, they are calling a outside person to fit a fan in their home. They are the electrical engineer, and they are solving their electrical problems in their home from depends on the someone's. வெளியில இருக்க persons depend on solving their see that automobile engineer, if they have any problem in their own vehicle, they are looking for some mechanics from outside. Why they could not able to solve the problem? As the automobile engineer, first they have to learn what are the systems behind that automobiles, like two-wheeler, four-wheelers, three-wheelers, or whatever it may be, the vehicle. What are the basic informations or basic things behind that automobile field? Similar to that, civil engineer, they should know that how much amount of quantity of the sand and the cement are required to fill the 1 square feet place. That's the don't know that. They must know that entire things about their particular field. So this is what we implemented the design thinking curriculum in our campus. It is the user-centric process. And academic point of view, it is the student-centric process. What the students they want, what they required. So we are giving what they are required. With this, I conclude my session. If you have any queries, please ask. I am ready to answer for your queries. Thank you. Hello.
Sir?
Or else you can post your queries in the chat box. I can read.
Hello, sir?
If you have any queries, you can ask.
Kindly all the kindly participants, do you have any questions? Kindly ask our resource person. Dear participants, kindly unmute yourself. You have any queries? Please kindly ask to our resource persons.
I think now all are very clear in design thinking. I think so.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Hello. Good morning, sir. This is Muthu speaking from Chennai.
Yeah.
Yes, nowadays is the automobile is the
Okay.
maximum 60% of the control system completely electronic system. Then any special program courses are there for
Yes, sir.
any special?
Sir, your voice is not clear. It's about to break it.
Then the automobile completely controlled by the electronic system, sir.
Okay.
Then any special program types or program is there for programming. Then you then a lot of sensors are there.
Yes, Professor. Yes, Professor.
Any specific code?
Yes, Professor. I will answer for your question, sir. Actually, in automobile industry, nowadays all the automobile sectors are digitalized. Like entire controlled by the microprocessor. In some of the, I think someone is not okay. I'm audible, Professor.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. Most of the automobile industries are digitalizing that. The individual, for example, the Robert Bosch, if you are taking the Robert Bosch industry, actually
Yes.
they are service provider for so many automobile sectors, so many
Yes.
leading automobile sectors. In Robert Bosch, they have their own software setup.
Okay.
Because they won't depend to another persons or another software developer. The CAN protocol it was developed by the Robert Bosch. Most
Yes.
of the automobile industries are developing the software by themselves for their own software. They are using only their own software because if we go for the other softwares, they might be demand or they might be strike on feature. So most of the industries are preferred only their own software. For our student point of view or our educational sector point of view, we have so many open source softwares available. So individual controller wise, we have the open source software and we have the simulation software also. In online itself, we could simulate your problems and you can get the results from that. You better you work on the open source software.
One more doubt, sir. Presently, the students are using the bike
Okay.
control system. Then how to change the electronic control? Then also the softwares are simulation systems are
Available. Any other questions from participants? Hello. Hello.
Participants are requested to ask any queries, please. Sir, shall we wind up, sir?
Yeah, sure, Professor.
Because participants, if listen, participants, if you have any queries, we will ask queries from our special speaker. Due to time constraints, if you have any queries, we will send to our speaker through mail or any WhatsApp. Okay, and now I request our coordinator, Mrs. K. Kalpana Madam, to say what are thanks for all our special speaker. Please, ma'am.
A very good morning to one and all. The best and beautiful things in the world cannot be seen. They must be felt by heart. Thank you is the one such that. I consider it a great privilege to propose a vote of thanks to all the dignitaries who have witnessed it as a memorable and successful event. First of all, I would like to thank all the speakers who shared their precious knowledge with all of us. The way they explained the topic is explanatory. I want to thank our management chairman, sir, Mr. R. Tirunavukarasu, vice chairman, sir, Mr. T. Sendilkumar, and director, Mr. S. Aravind, and advisor, sir, Mr. S. Godandabani, for giving us an opportunity to organize this event. I also wish to express my gratitude to our principal, sir, Dr. T. Balamurugan, and vice principal, ma'am, Dr. Kalaimani Shanmugam, and Dean of Academics, and Dr. Upmangadan, for providing encouragement and continuous support. I would like to thank the participants from various institutions for making this program a great success. I would like to extend my thanks to Mr. S. Chandrasekharan, HOD in charge and department, EEE department, for his moral support. I extend my big thanks to our teaching and non-teaching faculty members for their contribution. Once again, I thank you all for making this faculty development program successfully. Thank you.
Thank you, madam. Thank you for organizing the wonderful